1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, the big dick is here. Get ready. May we start?
What is up, guys? How we doing? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesdays talk. I am Zbrah, and I have another wonderful show for you today. I had the pleasure sitting down virtually with the retro funky jazz group known as Cosmic Collective. For the past 3 years, they have been releasing album after album, which I highly recommend you all checking out. And they're catching people's eyes and ears on social media with their sense of style and funkiness, not only in what you see visually, but in their music as well. Again, I highly recommend you checking out their music and their social media pages at Cosmic Collective Music. And before we kick things off today in our Tasty Tuesdays talk, I'm going to play one of my favorite songs off their latest album called Internet Dump, which was released late of 2021. And this song is called Other Side.
No more black and white, I could see some yellow. There has been a gloom, here's a sunny weather. I could see the train with a glowing trace, heading for tomorrow to my jubilation. Take a sip of life, enjoy it all the time. Sometimes there's no choice to win the set and it strikes. Since the pain inside, release it all and cry. Here we are today on the other side. Get your peace of mind, get your peace of mind. Get your peace of mind, get your peace of mind. Get your peace of mind, get your peace of mind.
You're listening to the Tastemakers
with Zbrah and Jeebs
on Dash Radio.
That was a little taste of Cosmic Collective from the latest album, Internet Dump. The song was Other Side. So let's get right into our Tasty Tuesday talk with Cosmic Collective. So introduce yourselves. This is Cosmic Collective, obviously, but you are the duo is the group.
We're like the nucleus, the core.
Okay.
And I'm Tyler Enslow.
Tyler.
I'm Nikki Enslow.
Nikki Enslow. Are you a couple? Are you?
Yeah, recently married.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just got married.
Well, congratulations. I didn't make sure it was one of those Donny Osmond groups.
Yeah.
The brother and sister.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. So just give me a little rundown and how it all began and your music careers per se, because I listened to your albums, all your albums, quite thoroughly, and I noticed you started releasing in 2019. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so just give us a little back story of how it all began.
We met at music school in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is like in the exact middle of Tennessee. And it's like right outside of Nashville. So we met there and we like got along real well right off the bat and just started making music. And you know, we went through a lot of different phases with the music, you know, discovering like what we wanted to do.
Yeah, we wanted to be like a jazz band that did traditional jazz. Then we wanted to be a wedding cover band, and we were like,
had to make the money. We had to make the money, man. So.
How do we make money as musicians? And we did that for a while, and we were like, this sucks. Like, I feel like I'm just giving my soul away and selling myself. And
respect to people who play wedding. Like it's its own grind.
Yes.
I totally agree because I DJ and I've done weddings and I've only done 2 weddings and both I just dread. I did not like it. This is not the way I want to go, even though they pay you a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's just like, is this what you really want to do? I mean, again, nothing wrong with doing that, but everyone has to pay their bills. But if you're not happy doing it, don't do it.
It would give us like so much anxiety. Just like you have to please so many people at a party, and then you know you're playing the covers.
Yeah, covers. That's what I was gonna say. So like a band, like a DJ would have sometimes a whole wish list from the bride or whatnot. Is it same thing kind of like from a band? You have a amount of songs that you have to know and cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then people request new music, and you're like, I don't want to learn this. You know. So
or on the spot too, right? When you're there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you play this? Can you play "Yeah" by Usher?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like on my phone. I can. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people really just want like to hear the song they know, like the songs they know at a wedding.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not necessarily the stuff you would even think of to play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, Superstition's a great song, but like I feel content. Like I don't need to play it anymore.
Oh, you gotta like get in the mood and put some sunglasses on.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know.
Yep.
So yeah, after all that, the weddings, and what was the self-discovery of making your own music and moving forward?
I don't know. We just decided like this is not. We're only here for so long. We got to just play what we want to play.
Yeah.
And tried to started only like sort of blinders. Like we're just like, all right, whatever it takes. Let's just find places to play where we can play our music. And then we were like hustling a while, like driving all over the place trying to play. And then the pandemic hit, which shut everything down and made us, recalculate and regroup.
Yeah.
And the internet, man, that's like, why drive all over the place when you could just upload a video to the internet?
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of led us into working on capturing the sound and putting it through into the internet, I guess, that dimension.
It's like music has changed so much in the last 5 to 10 years, but now ultimately its foundation is almost internet based. Like everyone finds who they are listening to on the internet. So I just feel like us being tied to that is the best thing for our music and our career, I guess.
Yeah, it was interesting. I saw this video randomly yesterday about this independent artist, and he like had one of these clips of 2021, my year, and his music hit big on TikTok of all things. And he had opportunities to sign. In this video said, I had opportunities to sign with all these labels. I decided not to and become independent. And it worked out for me because internet, social media blew up for me. I didn't need anyone's help, and I did all myself. So it's wild nowadays how, a lot of independent artists are moving that direction versus signing to a label.
Yeah, it's like the label doesn't have it. I mean, it seems like the conventional path to from my perspective, I don't know. Mm-hmm. The path is no longer like pick up a label, they give you a lot of money, and then you make it big. Like it seems like a lot of the people we look up to did it themselves as well. Yeah. You have to create it yourself now.
Yeah, and then, labels nowadays, especially if it's a large label, they're gonna focus on their, heavy hitters per se. And then someone like starting out, you may not get the attention that you want for focusing on your music and whatnot. Versus, like you said, doing yourself, you have full control. You could release music when you want and be the art, and have the artistic direction that you guys have, which leads me to what I was explaining to you before we started was the Instagram ads. And what caught my eye, and you probably all know this, going through Instagram, you just scroll and you see all these sponsored ads and you just, nothing really catches your eye. This caught my eye because first of all, I saw you guys playing, and I'm a big psychedelic fan, so I like the psychedelic colors, the artistic flair that you guys, the costumes, and the music. Obviously, the music caught my ear because it was different. It was, it wasn't the same old hip hop, the same old pop singer, and it all came together, and it really like caught me, and I clicked on it. So that's how I found you guys, and I want to know how has that been working out for you? Have you noticed from advertising through social media platforms has helped a lot?
Oh, absolutely. I honestly think it's the best thing we've ever spent money on for our career, for our music, to just push our music. Like, unfortunately, Instagram, all internet platforms really just have this algorithm. And if you're not in the right place at the right time in the post, people aren't going to see it. But if you put a little money on it, it's like almost thousands of people see it that wouldn't have seen it, and that's the goal. We just want to get our music out to as many people as possible.
But the key though is what you said. It's got to make you stop scrolling first.
And it's something like, I think now you have to catch their eye in like less than 2 seconds or something. If you don't have someone's attention within that time span, I mean, people, they'll forget it just like that. But who's the mastermind behind that? The creativity of the outfits, the editing, that artistic vision right there.
That's it. It's mostly Tyler.
Yeah, I do all the Premiere Pro and stuff. I mean, Nikki wears the outfits.
Yeah. I love those sunglasses. I love those sunglasses.
Oh yeah,
the sunglasses. I want those sunglasses.
Dude, yeah.
We'll send you some.
For real, yeah.
And you do everything in your living room?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Actually, like the little office space, living room. Living room's a little. I wish we could do it all in the living room, but the office space is a little small. But yeah, everything there, and all in house.
And then, so this album you released back in November, Internet Dump, right?
Yeah.
Well, you recorded in your living room. Is that a true story or?
Oh yeah. We recorded everything just in the house. Usually it's pretty much the compilation of all the weekly videos that we recorded, plus like a few other songs. So yeah, we did everything. I mixed and mastered it all. And
do you want to describe that a little bit versus, because I mean, you have a particular genre. If you want to describe that a little bit, because it is jazz. I mean, I would say it's jazz, but it's modern jazz. And what I vision when I hear it's a wide range of, this is not bad, but you could either be in an elevator to a short film, a quirky, independent UK film, or something like I would see you could put in an Austin Powers movie, or maybe even a porn.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
70s porn, 80s porn. I mean, all these things were coming to my mind, and I felt like, especially this last album, you could make a short film out of it. Like, literally it tells a story.
Wow.
And then it just gives me a vision of like all this, just different visuals of things happening of each song that comes in, because it does tell a story. So that's just how I would describe it, But the sound, if you want to describe the sound, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, we haven't figured out a way to describe it yet. I love it when, I love when people tell us what it sounds like, because I don't know. I can,
it's hard to put a box on it because we're influenced by so many different styles of music, and we listen to so many different artists, like everyone from like nowhere to going back in time and listening to like John Coltrane. It's just like a little bit of everything, and you slap it on, and we write music, and it all kind of like comes through. But I feel like I couldn't tell you one specific genre of what we do. It's just...
Well, how would you describe it? How would you describe it to someone? Like, if describe it to me, I've never heard your music. I mean, you had to find a way to, even if you want to use abstract lingo or descriptions.
Yeah. Dude, I've been liking junk recently because like jazz and funk.
Oh, junk.
Like, so, but I don't know.
Is that a real word?
I mean, junk is trash.
Well, yeah, I know junk is trash, but I didn't know if that was
I don't know,
created
but
genre yet.
we sort of just say
junk jazz
sort
junk.
of like funky, spontaneous. There's a lot of improvisation.
That's what I was also wondering. Is it like, it sounds like you're jamming out too? It would remind me like you're at a jazz concert or jazz band where everyone gets to jam out a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
We hate
I felt like a live
rehearsing.
performance.
Yeah. They were most of the songs were like live takes of everything, unedited.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And they're all like most of the songs we do play live, but they don't sound like the record. Like,
yeah, we like stretch out more in a live setting and
Like an actual jazz band.
yeah.
Because on your website it says, every performance is supposed to be unique, right? Each performance is going to be different. And I noticed this album is actually your largest body of work. So is that because the pandemic just got stretched out, or?
I think we were just trying to. We had so much that we want to get out. We just had to get out. So that's why we called it a dump, because it just, to me, we didn't make it like an album. In my mind, I was just like, okay, we want. This song's good, and we want people to hear it. And someone was asking about this song, so let's put that on there.
Yeah.
But after the fact, like now that I've listened to it, it does sort of sound like it sounds like a record now. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have called it a dump.
I mean, dump can mean multiple things, though. I think for us, we just like want to get out of the habit of sitting on music that we make, because, like Tyler said earlier, we're only here on Earth for so long, so you might as well just put it all out there, or else it's never gonna get heard.
Well, I mean, it's internet dump, and then what is the whole title of the name? I mean, on the album cover.
This record was recorded.
Oh, this is not a record.
This is not a record. This is just a dump of songs we can record in our bedroom this year, and that's another. That also will catch a listener as well. But what does FWBDW mean?
Friends with benefits doesn't work out.
Oh, that's why you guys were talking about like the sex and in the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Some of the names are like very haphazard. Like I'm about to export the Adobe Premiere profile, and we're like, we need a name for the title slide like right now. So that's where that one came from.
Yeah.
What would you say some of your favorite songs on this last album? And not necessarily the most popular, but just some of your ones that you're most proud of that kind of came about.
Do you want to go first?
You got it.
There's 2 tracks on there, Finally Doing It.
The first one?
Yeah, and Time for Time. I really like those because they are kind of on the newer side of our musical development. And our music is ever changing. We're always taking in new concepts and ideas and listening to new music. So I feel like those right now are almost like closest to us musically.
They were the most recent ones.
Yeah.
That we finished. And then my only other one to add to that is Never Let Go. I think the last one.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. The outro.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Tastemakers
with Zebra and Jeebs
on Dash Radio.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. You've been listening to Tasty Tuesdays Talk. I am zbrah, and you are listening to my talk with Cosmic Collective. We're going to take a pause right now, and I'm going to play the song Finally Doing It. Again, this is off their latest album release, Internet Dump. And here's a taste of Cosmic Collective on Tasty Tuesdays. Right there, that song was Finally Doing It by Cosmic Collective. You're listening to Tasty Tuesdays on Dash Radio, the Tastemakers channel. Now back to my Tasty Tuesdays talk with Cosmic Collective.
What about you, Zach? Or Z-Man?
yeah,
we got Z-Man, zbrah.
Yeah, zbrah. Yeah, Z-Man. Zbrah is actually what I refer on the show, and I also spelled all lowercase.
Oh,
Respect.
right.
Yes. Dude, I have to shout out my friend Hannah Chung in the 7th grade. She was the only one doing all lowercase, and I remember she's a visionary. So shout outs to Hannah Chung.
Thank you, Hannah. I would say, like I said, I like FWBDWO. I like it because it's probably one of your more upbeat songs.
Yeah, the housey,
like housey, because that's kind of like my background. And then I love Other Side, Another Broken Egg.
Yeah,
That's Okay. Never Let Go as well, as what you mentioned.
Oh yeah.
But it's one of those albums you can just listen to, and it keeps on going over and over. And whether you're focused on it or in the background, it works well. I think I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the albums. Actually, I'll send you guys something later. I actually was creating something while I was listening to it on the computer.
Yes, please do.
But how did your guys' name come about? Cosmic Collective. Was that? Did you have a name before you guys got together and decided you were being a group, or was it just
It's been
Nikki
Cosmic
and Tyler?
Collective.
It was
Nikki and Tyler
Elias
Collective.
and the Cosmic. It was close, yeah. Nikki Elias and the Cosmic Collective, I think.
Yeah.
That was it before, but I can't remember why we picked Cosmic, but I remember we were joking that you could add collective after any word and it sounds like a band name.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So,
Are you guys into that? Like the cosmic universe and
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's another conversation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that. I feel like we were the Cosmic Collective when we were a wedding band, so we have thoroughly grown into our band name.
Yeah.
Over the years.
You've earned it. You've earned it.
Yes, we've earned it.
Yes.
You said your music is evolving, so what can one expect in the near future Because you've been throwing out album every year. Are you expected to throw out more music in 2022?
Absolutely.
Yeah, more. I don't want to say how many because I don't want to under deliver, but like we're trying to release a lot of music.
Do you want to do another album or this time, or release more singles or EP?
Yeah, last year our focus was more on like YouTube stuff a lot, and then the album that was released was a product of that. But this year we're gonna focus more on the music, and so singles, EP. I'm just trying to not have a filter, just let it come out when it wants to come out.
Yeah.
So
Let it natural to the cosmic universe.
Yeah, I'm trying to like make these little planets like populate this corner.
Yeah, it'd be good for us. I feel like my goal would be to get something out every quarter this year.
Yeah. We at least we're trying to do like.
I mean, it seems like
guess.
you in the last 3 years you've been on it. So, I mean, if you guys keep on doing what you're doing, you'll have no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
But you said your music is changing a little bit, like in finally doing it. So is it going to be? I mean, you said it's always evolving, but any idea, or is it always kind of like impromptu? Like you never know what's going to come about.
Yeah. I guess.
Just going with the flow, like how you were saying before.
Yeah, there's two different way. We hardly ever think like I want to write a song about happy trees or something, and then sit down.
That'd be good.
Like, I know we I mean we have songs about happy trees, but it never start like. I guess we never start that way.
Yeah.
But.
And then you just end up smoking the tree.
Yeah.
And then no song gets written. No.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like sometimes we take them, we'll develop the song live and then go back, or it'll come from a lot of the time it comes from an improvisation.
Yeah. We'll play some corner gigs sometimes, like background.
Like elevator music type background gigs.
And then we'll just make a bunch of stuff up on the fly. We'll be like, hey, play these chords. And I come up with a melody on the fly. And then we're like, whoa, record that with your phone. And then we go home and we're like, okay, how can we turn this into something better?
Yeah. But I think finally doing it has some form idea. I don't know, making that song, just felt like we were opening some doors in our music side that will help us. I don't know. We just can't wait to get inside and look around.
It's great. I think jazz artists are some of the most talented people. I mean, you guys, you can improvise on the spot. You have to, right? And performances is just like this. What a known jazz. If you go to a jazz performance, they're always improvising. So, I mean, musically, that I'm just so impressed by jazz artists because, like what you're explaining, you just start playing some chords, start playing this melody, and then next you know you have a track, a record that you're making. So
yeah,
I mean, what brought you guys together? Was it music first or the love of each other?
I don't even remember anymore.
Well, it was we were on a recording session for our friend Jed. It was right when I moved to town.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, this girl's out of my league, so I'm not even going to catch any feelings. I'm just going to play some bass.
Music.
And then we were in a class together, in a combo class together, so we were playing a lot. And then the second week of school, I got this, went to pick something up off of an old wooden table and got a splinter under my fingernail that went all the way to the cuticle. It was the gnarliest splinter I'd ever gotten ever. It was awful. And Nikki took me to the hospital. They had to go, they had to it was gross. I'm swear it was a bad splinter. They really had to get
bad.
in there. So, but she was like, do you want to hold my hand? I was like, no. And then a little bit later, yeah. And then Nikki got, we were playing.
Tyler started playing some gigs with some other jazz singers, and I was kind of jealous. So I started making some moves, and Cosmic Collective formed. So you could say the band started out of jealousy or spite. I'm not sure.
Oh, I mean, it was kind of love at first sight then, in a way.
It was.
Yeah.
No,
Thank
definitely.
you. We have to shout out to the Splinter.
Yeah.
Thank
shout
you.
outs to
What,
Splinter.
what a wood table.
For real,
Yeah.
man.
I hope the university got rid of the table.
It's probably still there, dude.
Yeah.
It's still there.
So you never actually mentioned where you're from. I said Carolinas, but you guys are based in North Carolina, correct?
Currently, yeah. We just moved here from Nashville in April of last year.
Yeah.
And Nikki is from Miami.
I'm from Miami. He's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Okay, all over. Nice.
Yeah.
And you have a gig tonight?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. It's just like one of our little corner. We're just like hiding in the corner playing some ambient.
One of our money gigs.
Okay. Oh, it's all good, you know. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
gotta
love
sort
it,
of-
dude.
Yeah.
I would
See,
like.
that's what I'm saying. If you love it, if you love what you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if you love it, you have to just don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be miserable and play music. It was showing.
Exactly.
It was showing
Yeah,
the
there's-
music.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's why we can't. That's why we can't do the weddings or anything. I can't put my soul into that. Like,
Yeah.
so,
It's hard to be like spirited about something you're not really into.
So, what else do you want to say? I mean, do you have anything else you want to make? Any announcements or anything, or anything you want, really?
But I'm having fun talking to you, Zebra. So if you want to talk, like, we're chilling. I'm chilling.
Well, you guys can give your shout outs and how people can find you, reach you.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Check us out at Cosmic Collective Music for Instagram. Spotify and Apple Music is Cosmic Collective. We're starting a Twitch stream a little bit. We're just making just improvising, so people like that. Cosmic Collective on Twitch. Shout outs to like everybody else that plays in our bands.
Yeah.
All parts of the collective. Dave Cooper, Trey Tarzia,
Yeah.
Brad Covington, all the homies.
Yeah.
My mom, Zebra.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure talking to you and getting to know you, and I look forward to hearing more of your music. I mean, I'm assuming you guys want to do some type of tour in the near future, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just, I mean, you're all independent, so it's just, I guess it's more.
It's-
Yeah. When it works, we've like scheduled our own tours before, and it's very brutal.
Yeah, that's
to
what I'm
do,
saying,
so-
because it's all independent, so it's way more work than you're doing now, which you guys are doing a lot of work. But one more quick question is, how has it been since you've started with your listeners and your growth of audience? Has it
It's been explosive.
been
Yeah.
explosive?
Like snowballing.
We've got a couple cool opportunities out of it too. Like we were asked to do a KEXP live at home video last year, and that was
Yeah, I
like,
saw that was on your Instagram, right?
Yeah,
Well,
that wouldn't have happened without any advertising. It was just came to the right person at the right time.
So do you guys do, ever since then, do you do more kind of that? Well, you said you're gonna join Twitch, but more live performance like that on doing a live stream, since people are tuning in and that type of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, that's the goal. We would love to do more live streaming and just get in touch with every single kind of listener out there.
Cool. Well, we look forward to seeing it and hearing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Well, thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Zebra.
Thank you, Zebra.
Have a great night and great show tonight as well.
Thank you.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Yes, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You're listening to the Tastemakers.
With Zebra and Jeebs.
On Dash Radio.
It's out of control.
Welcome back, y'all. You just listened to my Tasty Tuesdays talk with Cosmic Collective. Thank you, Nikki and Tyler, for joining me virtually and doing the talk. I appreciate you both. This song right here is one of my favorites off their latest album called Internet Dump. It was called Friends Without Benefits Don't Work Out. How many times can we relate to that one? But I'm going to end the show today with a couple more tracks off their album. Go find them on the gram at Cosmic Collective Music. Check out their videos, their YouTube, all their social media platforms. They killing it right now. You've been listening to Tasty Tuesdays on Dash Radio, the Tastemakers channel.
You're listening to the Tastemakers
with Zebra and Jeebs
on Dash Radio.